Hey, I'm Kim Dunahoe from Dunahoe Insurance, and today we're going to make Salsa Chicken Nachos. And it's a time-saving meal. It's quick. I'm going to do it in the Insta Pot, and it only takes a few minutes, so let me show you how. I have 4 chicken breasts, and I'm just going to place them in here in the Insta Pot. I'm going to take a package of taco seasoning and sprinkle on top. And this is so easy, your kids could do this. And then we like it with a jar of Hernandez, and you just pour that on top of the chicken breast. You don't have to mix it. You don't have to do anything. It's just a meal of mixing it and forgetting it. I am gonna add a little bit of water to this so that we have enough. If you're making it in a crock pot, you probably don't need that much water, but in the Insta Pot, you're gonna need a little extra. If I'd had chicken broth, I'd have probably done chicken broth. And that's it. We're gonna put the lid on and plug it up, and we'll come back in just a little bit. What I did was I set it on meat and stew for 40 minutes, and we let it cook, and now we're releasing the steam because you can't open the pot until you do. In a crock pot, you wouldn't have to do that, so that's kind of a great way to use a crock pot. But for this purpose, we thought it'd be faster for us to use the Insta Pot. So as you can see and hear, maybe it's getting real close to being ready to let me open the lid. You have to be careful here because it is hot, and you don't want to burn yourself. But I think if you're just very careful, it will let you open it and not have any issues. So it's just about quit, and then we're going to see what's inside. Let me see if I can. No, it's not going to let me coax it yet, so it's going to be just a few minutes more. You know, I was thinking about this recipe. You could use any kind of taco seasoning. You could use any kind of hot sauce that you like. You could even put ranch seasoning in there if that's what you wanted, if you wanted to make it more, have a ranch taste to it. The great thing about this recipe is the leftovers you can take and make chicken enchiladas. You can make chicken tacos. Chicken salad, just lots of different things, tortilla soup. So this is going to look like a lot for our office, but we'll make something else out of the leftovers. So I think it's ready. Let's see. No, not quite. Still just another minute or two. It's just about there. So sorry it's taking so long. You can't ever judge how long the steam process is going to take. So you just have to kind of bear with it till it's over with. But let's see. We got it open, so let's see what's inside. I'm going to put this right down here because it is very hot. And I'll let Chaz zoom in over here and see what it looks like. Okay. And it's still bubbling, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take our handy dandy chopper, and we're just going to chop this and get it all chopped up so it'll be ready for our tacos today. And takes a little bit of manpower here. Chop it all up. Now, it's a little soupier than what I like, so we'll put it on simmer and let it cook just a little bit more on simmer and leave it, cook it with the lid off. Even in a crock pot, if it's more soupy than what you want, you can put it on high and leave the lid off, and it'll help evaporate some of the juice if you don't want all that juice. If you were planning to make soup or something out of it, then you could, you know, reserve the juice and all of that. So there it is, pretty well chopped up. We're going to come down here and hit saute. It's set for 30 minutes. Probably won't go 30 minutes, but we're going to set it at that, and we'll look back on it in just a little bit. See. Okay, so we're ready to make the nachos. I didn't saute off all the juice because we're going to make something else out of it as well. So I left some of it in there. It's still bubbling and it's unplugged, so it tells you how long this pot will stay hot. So we just have these chips here. We all like them. They're a sturdy and heavy chip, and they're great for nachos. And I also preheated the oven to 400 so that it's ready to go. So we'll spread the chips out. guess little pan this size, you can use the whole bag. There's about 6 or 7 of us here at the office today, so this should be plenty for everybody to have something to eat. I think they would kill me if there wasn't enough at this point because I've had to smell it. It smells wonderful. I know you can't put smells on a video, but man, oh man, if you could, it would be great. So all I'm gonna do is take a slotted spoon and I'm gonna get my chicken and I'm gonna kind of shake it to get the excess juice off, kind of let it drain a little bit. And then I'm gonna take it over here and just spread it over the chips. It doesn't really matter how you do it. You may have a better way than me. I'm not the most organized cook, but you know, I kind of figure if it tastes good, that's really the main thing at this point in our lives. So, so we'll put some of this chicken on there. You know, I like to have, you know, kind of, I'm gonna get a fork real quick to make this a little bit easier. I like there to be plenty of meat so that, you know, you get a piece of meat in every bite. If you're gonna have chicken nachos, you wanna at least taste the chicken, I think. So, we'll get a little bit more here and we'll spread that out. And these are the kind of recipes that I really love because anybody can do it. It's a no-fail recipe, in my opinion. And I like those kind of recipes because you can add or take away, or, you know, if you don't like this, then don't put it in there. Just do it your way. And there's no, you know, set of ingredients that you have to put in there, other than, you know, the taco sauce and the hot sauce, but you can put whatever type that you like in there. So I think that just about looks pretty great. Maybe another piece there. Chaz, do you see any place else?
Mm-mm.
Maybe just a little piece here and there. And this has none, so let's kind of spread that out a little bit. So that's pretty much it for the chicken. I bought Mexican 4 cheese, and I'm gonna put some of that on there, but I also got some mild cheddar. Now, I don't buy a lot of bagged cheese because I don't really like it that well, but for time-saving things, this is great. I usually grate my own cheese, but here at the office, this is the easiest way for us to do that. So, and there's nothing wrong. I mean, they tell you it's not great and blah, 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 but you know what? We probably eat it all the time, every day, in something. If you eat out or whatever, they're probably not grating their own cheese, I would be willing to bet. So, anyway, there's a little bit of that cheese, well, maybe a lot, because we like a lot of cheese up here. And then I'm just going to top it off with some of the mild cheddar. I think it gives it a good flavor to have the different cheeses. You could use any kind of cheese you wanted. You know, whatever your taste is. Some people like different varieties. So there it is. We're gonna pop it in the oven, and it's sitting on 400, and we'll let it cook until it gets gold and bubbly. Okay, I think it's ready. Let's take a peek. Wow, that looks amazing. Okay. And so, there we have it. We're going to make a plate and we'll try it out. So, I just got a spatula and we'll just put a little bit right there. And we'll put some guacamole that we made on the plate. Maybe a little hot sauce. And I want a lime because I like a lot of lime. I'm not really a lettuce and tomato girl, but if you want it, it's there. So anyway, we're going to enjoy this today, and we hope you'll join us for our next episode. Have a great day.